Now I'm going to get straight to it. You can't allow, you know, these jealous individuals, demonic forces, stop you and hinder you from your purpose. Excuse me, I feel like they're trying to block my throat chakra. You know, real conversations, we diving deep. Um, just bear with me because I feel like the closer you get to ascending and breakthroughs and completing, certain assignments, soon as you get close, the attacks get worse. But you cannot allow, you know, these demonic forces to get you down, to make you angry and upset. It's been kind of getting the best of me lately, I must say. I've been really sensitive in certain things because I can not only see, I can feel, legions. You know what I mean? Just legions. And I don't even like to keep saying the certain names when I say, you know, demons and, disagreeable entities. You know, the more you wake up and see things for what they really are, you can't close your eyes against. See, that's what a lot of certain individuals may not understand. That once you are awake to certain things or awoke, you know, you see things for what they really are, not what it appears to be, not the illusion you see through the smoke and mirrors. And I've been noticing too, even with this whole social media, I'm not a social media person, but as more of I start, making vids or expressing certain things, because there's many things I do on content, but certain things I do, you know, don't have anything to do with making content, but I'm always trying to uplift, you know, individuals that feel like they, you know, the underdogs, the ones that don't seem to have a voice, that feel like they don't have a choice, they're back against the wall. I don't even put certain things on camera. I mean, I could have so much content, who knows? I could probably have lots of subs and all that, but I don't put my energy into being hunted because I know I am the ultimate predator. And you are too when I speak to those real ones, but this is why only a few can go down these certain roads and make it, because there are so many and certain other individuals that couldn't even go through half of the things you have been through, the things that you have endured, the ridiculing, degrading, humiliation, while they're warm, you froze in the cold. When they slept in their bed, nice cozy bed at night, you stayed up all night, but not even a bed to sleep on, They couldn't compare to you. That's the reason why they gotta come against you a lot. That proves how strong you are. That proves in itself that you are part of the elect. So, no weapon formed is gonna prosper, but don't get in your own way, and otherwise, nothing is gonna stop you. All they're trying to do, the most thing they could do is try to hinder you or procrastinate. You may have lost certain battles, but the ultimate wars, you always win. You won already. Just know you are protected amongst many, dark forces that don't want you to make it, but you always, always have that wheel in the sky. You always got, the positive ancestors, your star families. So let them watch you. They know they're witnessing greatness and they are jealous. That's how, Cain took out Abel, his own brother. Jealousy. They're jealous of your talent. They're jealous of your strength. They're jealous of your gifts. They're jealous even the way you put your words together, even if it is not proper. It doesn't matter. You are a creator. You just keep creating, and do not let these, vampires try to steal your energy. Just like with this content stuff too, it's a fair exchange. It's not just an energy drain where you study putting certain things out and that they should be giving certain things back. And it's not about doing anything and expecting things, because I do things genuinely. Whether I help somebody, whether I'm doing content, anything. That's why I never ask anyone to just subscribe to me because we're friends or you know me or I'm trying to pay you or get views or whatever it may be. It's authentic. But it's a lot of haters watching, but you also got supporters, but they try to block your supporters, especially with you out here with a voice and trying to do positive things. And you're an artist, whether you paint pictures or write scriptures, they're jealous of everything you do, but they know there's beyond, repercussions, consequences, behind dealing with someone like you. Trying to, only thing they can do is try to hate from a distance, But at the end, it all shall be revealed, Survival of the fittest. They know you are God, but in this earthly realm, these fallen angels try to label you a menace, so just keep going. They think that they're hunting you, they think that they're targeting you, but the whole time they are the target, And you have to learn how to detach and watch who get close to you, because you have a heart and these fallen ones are heartless, Some call them reptilians, some call them different, whatever, And like I said, when you are awakening, you start to see it in their faces, That's when they was talking about those demon faces and them. No, you see them for who they really are. Because you have to remember, there's a big difference between man and mankind. Everyone is not a human, and they live right among us. And just know, you are not your body. You are not your flesh. There's nothing you can't overcome, and you will exceed your assignment and pass the test. So yeah, just keep going. Know that you are a force to be reckoned with, and you are respected from to the heavens to the underworld. You are protected. I'm out. Triple One's the God. I own us 13. And I'm out.